Well, it may not seem like it with all this wet weather, but right now we're approaching grilling season and meat prices are pretty high. So demand is good?
Demand is very good across the board. All of the meats, beef, pork, and poultry, we're seeing wholesale values that are just exceptionally strong. If you look at the beef and pork cutout, both of them, in fact, pork cutout is as high as it got during the pandemic disruptions last year. Beef cutout's not that high, but it's really high. And if you look at the wholesale cuts, for example, on beef, it's really the middle meats. It's the steaks that are leading the prices higher right now. So we're seeing food service demand is opening up. Combine that with grilling season, and the combination of the two is resulting in extremely good demand across the board for beef, pork, and poultry products.
So with this increase in prices, is this expected to continue throughout the summer?
Well, that's a really good question. There's a number of things going on. Most of this is driven by the demand side. There's a limited supply issues, but really not very much. But again, as we open food service, we've been relying on retail grocery for over a year. We don't really know how the transition back to a more normal kind of a situation is going to be. Will there be some offset, if you will, when we go back to more food service consumption as opposed to retail grocery, or how much of that is permanent? We also have an economy that's very dynamic right now. It's growing very strong. We've got, sort of the last bits of the stimulus impacts in the economy. Those will be moderating and fading down. And so we could see some moderation in these prices. But having said all that, I really think we're going to continue to see very strong meat prices going forward.
And like we said earlier, it's been really wet, really rainy. How are pasture conditions right now and the hay situation?
In Oklahoma and the surrounding areas, we're in pretty good shape. We have had a lot of moisture. It looks like we're, kind of getting off to a decent start. We started the year with hay stocks way down in Oklahoma, the surrounding states, and really nationwide. But it looks like we're going to be able to replenish those supplies going forward.
And right now, feed prices are really high. So how is that impacting feedlots and everything going on there?
Yeah, the high corn prices are having a huge impact on feedlots. Cost of gains are advancing rapidly. And so, they will make some adjustments in maybe the size of cattle that they buy going forward, that sort of thing. But one of the things that feedlots can do right now, particularly in the southern plains, is wheat prices are significantly cheaper than corn prices. That doesn't happen very often. And when it does, we will start feeding more wheat. And we're certainly hearing that some feedlots are switching to wheat.
All right, thanks, Derrell. Dr. Derrell Peel, Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.